Okay, we're live. It's 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. We're live. Recording on Anchor, recording on Periscope, and YouTube, and Twitch. And we're on Twitter. Hello, Twitter. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday night, aka early Saturday morning. Hey, Diacritical, why are you still awake? Why are you guys still awake? I'm actually probably not even going to sleep. I'm probably just going to stay up all night. You know, like when you pass a certain, like when you've been up for a certain amount of time and you just can't go back to sleep. It's just like you've been awake for so long that you just can't go to sleep anymore. You're like just not even tired anymore. You're so tired that you're not tired. That's where I am right now. Hey, Jack. Shabbat Shalom. Why are you on your phone on Shabbat? I'm gonna get you in trouble. Hey everybody. Hey from Australia. Wow. That is cool. I am so honored. I have someone from Australia on my live stream. This is so cool. You know, I really love it whenever there's someone from a different country. People who watch my live streams from a different country, you are so cool. Like, you make me feel international. That is insane. I love it. 1 second. I want to share this link. I want to share the YouTube link with everybody. So everyone can get a piece of this YouTube stuff. A piece of the YouTube action. Alright. We're live. It's a 3 a.m. special. We've never gone this late. This is the latest that we've ever gone. This is the latest. Before the latest was 2 a.m. Now it's 3 a.m. Hello, insomniacs. Hello, insomniac. Alright. Hey. 2 a.m. in Central Time. Midnight for the Angelinos. Now we get all the LA. You know, people on the West Coast are just so spoiled. They everything is like, they get to be late to the party. They get to be like totally chill, you know. East Coasters are really running the show for everybody. Yeah, so normally you guys don't see my my bangs because I always have my hair up in a bun. But see, remember when I got bangs? So they're growing out now, so I can't really leave them. They're like on my eyes, see? So now I've just been moving it to the side. But yeah, like, hey West Coast Eric Bowman. Yeah, so I should do this more often. Just leave my hair out. And there's gonna be a few parties this weekend, so I'm gonna, I don't normally go to parties in DC because I don't know. I don't normally go to parties in DC, and I'm actually trying to not go out as much unless it's with my closest friends, to like only stay with my closest friends and nobody else. That's what I'm trying to do, because I'm trying to focus on the real relationships that matter instead of just constantly like running around and making friends with this person and that person. I don't care to make friends with this person and that person. Like, I don't care. I'm not here to like, go and socialize at a party. I don't care. I'm just here to like make quality connections. And tapping the screen sends stuff. Alright, since you were wondering, this is how long my hair is. Ta-da! Yeah, yeah, it just feels weird having my hair down. Okay. Alright. There it is. There's the cam girl moment. Send me those super chats. Cam girl moment. This doesn't happen for free. Hey, hello from Brazil. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hello from Brazil. Can't do a Brazilian accent. This. So it's really cool. And in fact, in order to celebrate going international, I think I'm gonna just spend time in other places. I'm glad you like my piano, and it's finally, I'm setting this place up. So I told you I'm in a new place, because I'm always in a new place. But this place I'm hoping is gonna be a little more long-term, because it's a lot cheaper than the previous places that I've lived in. Also, the roommates seem really cool, and there's a lot of space. And in fact, they're letting me set up my own studio space here. So right now it's kind of messy, and like I don't really have a lot of my stuff, and I don't really have so much decoration and plans, but I want to set things up. Like, so the piano's here. I'm thinking of, I don't even know, like I have to figure out some sort of setup, but I'm thinking like a bohemian style thing. Like I've got these lights, these like little lights that I can hang up, and tapestries, and to just kind of like bring some sort of warm color into it, like orangish turquoise bohemian style, or just something crazy, or just like, I don't know, some crazy mural. Beckoning is asking, international question, which country has the best food? I mean, this is really biased. Oh, actually, Mexican food is my favorite. Mexican food. I don't even know why I didn't think of that. Mexican food is my favorite, and then after Mexican food, I like some Asian food, but after Mexican food, really, my favorite is Persian food. And I might be biased because I grew up with Persian food, but really Persian food to me is always the healthiest, the freshest, but maybe that's just because my mom cooked it, but like anywhere I go where people serve Persian food, to me it just seems like fresh food. Like they don't put in all these disgusting, like not a lot of oil, not like a lot of sugar, not a lot of artificial stuff. It's all natural and fresh, you know, like you taste it, you know? Like even here in DC, when you go to like all these other places, even like Middle Eastern food, all, you know, like there's no restaurant in DC better than the Persian restaurants here. There's none of them are better than the Persian restaurants, because the Persian restaurants, I don't know, like there's something about it. They like the kebabs, they're fresh, you know, like I don't like the other places, not even the other Middle Eastern places. I just like Persian food. But I also like Mexican food, but you know, depends who cooks it. Someone is asking if I speak Dari. Yeah, I mean, I speak Farsi, but I can communicate with Dari also. It's the same language, different dialect. People think it's like a different language. Oh, do you speak, do you speak Afghani? No, it's like the same, it's like you can have like a Farsi person and Dari person can have a conversation with each other and not even change the way they talk, but they would totally understand each other. Oh, I'm glad you think I got good lighting. Diacritical says France has good food. In France, I've been. Okay, someone is saying I look computer made. There's actually computer. I forgot her name, but what was her name again? Shoot, I forgot her name. there's actually a computer-made YouTuber, and I totally forget her name, but she's totally computer-made, and there's an Instagram page for her. It's like a whole thing. She's literally a YouTuber. They make YouTube videos of her, but she's just a computer. It's insane. And I forget her name. Zula, Lulu? I don't even remember. But I had French food in France. Of course, I didn't pay for it. Other people were paying for it. It was really, really, really expensive food. And I don't know, like, it was good, but I just feel like they first of all, the food cost a fortune. And then they would put it on your plate. And they would put it in front of you, like a huge plate with like a tiny bit of food, like a tiny nugget in the middle of your plate. And they're just like, here's your meal. And it's just like tiny nugget. I don't even taste anything because it's so small. Like, I forget what it tastes like after a minute because it's gone. And I'm just like, oh my god, this is why the French people are so skinny, because they don't eat. They're just like, they're starving all the time. Diacritical, Moby Dick is a great restaurant. I love Moby Dick. I love the people who work there. They always give me free food. Don't tell them I said that. See? Persians get each other, you know? You just speak a little Farsi, get some of the good stuff. Okay, so someone is asking how much a 2-bedroom costs in DC. 2-bedroom in DC, it depends where you are, but if you want to get it in a nice part of DC, usually it goes like $2,800 in like a decent part of the city. And $2,800 is like a good price. That's like if you want to get a good deal, you get $2,800 for a decent, you know, that's like a good deal. But I mean, they can go up. I can't even tell you where I am, because I can't tell you where I am, but you can get like it's really not, it's really not as bad as New York. It's actually pretty amazing compared to New York. I am not wasted, people. Not wasted, okay? You guys are wasted. I'm totally like just sitting here doing my thing. Alright, so speaking of my thing that I'm doing, which actually I really love, a few things. First of all, I love the support I get from you guys. It's amazing. And I was actually talking with my friend who came here from France and has been a dear advisor to me for years at this point, has been a really great advisor to me and has been advising me on this stuff, but I hadn't seen him in a while, and he lives in France, and so he came here, and his name is Francois. And he came here and he was like, you know, we were talking about branding and stuff, and obviously I'm very bad at branding. And he said, why don't you go international? Why don't you go to other places and speak to different countries? And I was like, yeah, why not? Why not? Hey, Sarah. Oh my gosh, Sarah Selup is on the stream. I love you, Sarah. I really love Sarah. Sarah is someone who's really close to my heart. She is someone that she's always you feel people's vibes, right? Like, you can feel someone's vibe when you talk to them, or even when you're just in their presence. People send off different vibes. Sarah sends off a very positive vibe, and she just wants everybody to be happy. She sends that vibe. Like, if you're happy, she won't, like, and so I say that because lately I feel like I've been around it's like she sends a vibe that she sends a happy vibe to people. Even if she's not happy that day or whatever, she's always sending you that vibe. So it makes other people happy. And yeah, lately I just feel like I'm around, I not lately, but like over the years, I just feel like I've been around so many people where if they see, like, you know, I'm not always happy. Some days I'm just devastatingly sad, but there's some people, like, if they see that, like, you know, something's good happening or I'm happy a little bit, whatever, it feels like they're just raining on my parade. So, you know, there's people like that. Usually they're older people or whatever. People who have experienced the bad things in life, and you know, they know better, and they have to tell you what's in store for you. And it's like, you know, people like Sarah, they make me feel like, okay, no, it doesn't have to be like that. You can enjoy life. That's okay. Anyway, so that was a total disrootment, unrooting. Guys, this is why it's 3 a.m. because we just all are not making sense, and all your guys' comments are just so random. Your guys' comments are random, but I love it, okay? So the support that I've been getting from you guys has been amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. It feels insane that I'm even making money from this, which is like, I just want to do this full time forever. Just want to do this full time forever, every night. And make videos too. Every week. Edit it. And also, another thing is I saw someone make a video online, and it said, it was called Pardes looks like Jerry Seinfeld, okay? It was like a song. This guy created an entire song about Pardes looks like Jerry Seinfeld. And I listened to it, and it was the funniest song that I ever listened to. It was freaking hilarious, okay? And then so like I posted a screenshot of the YouTube song, and then as soon as I posted that, the guy deleted the song, the entire song that he worked so hard on, okay? And I was just like, no, don't delete it. Like, he probably got embarrassed or something. But yeah, diacritical. He deleted it right after the tweet. I mean, I think he got embarrassed, but guys, you can make, like, at the end of the day, I think it's cool if somebody writes a song about me. Like, this makes me feel special and cool. I don't care what you say in it. I don't care if you talk shit. Whatever. I just think it's funny. So, don't delete it. Okay? I'm still gonna watch it. Alright. Speaking of working in the food industry, okay? I worked in the food industry for like 6 or 7 months, okay? 7 months? 8 months? I don't know. I worked in the food industry for a good chunk of time. And when I started working in the food industry, it was after I had already worked in media. So it was after I had these, like, you know, jobs as like an editors, as an editor in like Red Alert, the Washington Examiner's college brand, or I was a writer in this place or that place, and all these jobs that people knew about, and already people knew about me already in Washington, D.C. And that's, after all that, was, there's no vomit on my shirt, guys. There's no vomit on my shirt. Okay. So I went and worked in the food industry. After all that, I decided I wanted a career change. I enrolled in college. I started school at Hopkins, and started this dual program that I'm in. It's a dual MBA program, and decided that I want a total career change. And when I started working at a restaurant, okay, First of all, it was the scariest thing ever. I was so scared to work at a restaurant because I had never had a service job before. And I really thought of it as like the most degrading job ever. I thought of it as like, why would I work at a restaurant? It's embarrassing in front of other people. Other people have to see me like serve people and wipe the floors and just like get yelled at by guests, okay? Like just all this degrading stuff, be yelled at by restaurant managers, going and, like preparing people's dishes, washing dishes. So I just thought of it as like such a degrading thing, and I didn't want to do it. I only did it because I needed to make money while I figure things out, okay? So I did it kind of out of necessity, but then eventually while I was in it, I was like, wow, this is actually a really great, first of all, I enjoyed it. Second of all, this is a really great industry, and there's so much that I'm gaining from this. There's so much to be learned from working in the food industry, and in fact, I think everybody should work in the food industry at some point in their lives. By the way, right now, I really don't think serving people is degrading. I was still closed-minded and still kind of sheltered, okay, when I first started in the food industry. And also, like, I came from this media world where nobody was working in the food industry. Really. Like, in this, it was in kind of like a conservative media, like political media world where nobody that I knew was working in the food industry that was in DC, that was in those circles, okay? They were all like, had jobs as like, on Capitol Hill or lobbyists or like, media or PR, okay? And when I started working at this one restaurant, people would come in that I knew that I would be serving, and they would be like, oh, like, they would be so heartbroken to see me there serving people. Like, oh, this is terrible. I'm so sorry that you're in this place and whatever. And it just made it worse. I was just like, oh no, is this what people are thinking of me, that I've fallen? One person even said, wow, you really fell down the fortune wheel or something like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, like this is how people think of me, as like, just being at my low point. And the truth is, I really enjoyed it. I loved serving people. I got great tips. I probably got the best tips from everybody there. People loved me. The servers, the guests loved me. The other servers didn't love me. Some of them did. Some of them didn't. Actually, most of them loved me, but there were some people. But I got great tips. And serving people is fun, and there's so much you learn about how to interact with people. I was so awkward in the beginning. My personality changed throughout the whole thing, okay? My personality became much more outgoing, easygoing, able to talk to people more. I became better at flirting. I understood how to flirt better. And I know you're technically not supposed to flirt with guests, but what do all the guys flirt, all the girls flirt. It's actually a way that people get tips. So I learned how to make moms happy. I learned what basically the whole idea is understanding who your guest is, what their needs are, what makes them. You just have to really understand people, okay? You have to, and when, as a server or bartender, it's impossible to not become better at understanding people and interacting with them. It's impossible not to. And any kind of working in any kind of food industry, especially one where you're working for tips, because that, it's like, things are really at stake. You really have to do a good job pleasing people. So there's so many things that I gained from working in the food industry. You gain learning to work for tips, for instance. Learning how to hustle. You work harder for more money. You don't work as hard, don't get as much money. Okay? You learn how to interact with people. You've got, flexible shifts. You learn how to interact with, harsh managers. You learn how to be a little more, you learn how to be humble. You don't always have to be served. Sometimes you can serve other people. And if you look around, talk to some of the most socially adept people, or talk to some of the most successful yet humble people, and just talk to different people and find out which of those people have worked in the food industry before. And I'm telling you, you will see a common denominator between the people who have worked in the food industry. It is really this one industry that can really change people. It can really positively improve your personality in a really special way. Okay? Also, another interesting thing about working in the food industry, everybody in that industry gets laid. It's just a thing. You're constantly getting hit on by guests. And you're constantly getting hit on by guests. You're constantly getting hit on by the other servers, because you're just in this confined space for 12 hours a day, sometimes more. Sometimes you'd have a double shift, so you're there in the morning from 7 a.m. until, I don't know, 1 or 2, I don't know, you're there for a long time. And so you're really, really just around the clock together with the other servers. You're in their space, and it happens. You end up just, everyone's just hooking up with each other all the time. And by the way, it's like that in hospitals too, where, hospital shifts are so long. So you got the doctors and nurses are all hooking up with each other. Actually, working in a hospital is also another great way. Being a nurse, working as a nurse is a great, or just caring, being a caretaker. That's another great thing. Another great job to have when you're younger. All right. You deal with, when I worked as a server. Okay. You learn so much about different types of people. For example, older, single American men are the best tippers. Really. Yes. Older, single American men. Best tippers. When I say American, I mean, foreigners don't understand the concept of tipping. Non-Americans don't understand the concept of tipping. So nobody wants to serve non-Americans. Everybody wants to serve Americans, because they're the ones who know how to tip. They understand the system. They have maybe worked as servers themselves in the past. So yeah, nobody wants the foreigners. Another thing, American men, best tippers, and they're just older men. American older men are the best tippers, because usually they're they have a lot of money, and they're not like there to make a lot of noise or make a mess or anything. I had the same experience when I was working in, like I was doing this Airbnb little side business, okay? Yeah, I had the same experience. The people who were there on business, you know, and women too, but you know, it's more common to see businessmen. It's not as common to see, like, you know, it's different. So maybe I was just seeing a lot of the men because they were, you know, I don't know. But moms can be good tippers. Moms are not necessarily always good tippers, but moms can be. Moms can be great tippers, sometimes better tippers than the rich men, okay? And the reason for that is that their children are the best bait for tips, okay? If you are serving a mom, all you have to do is be amazing to their kid and take care of that kid. Bring in the crayons and bring in the crayons and like the coloring sheets and whatever, okay? Be like, you know, the baby's crying, come make the baby laugh, really just be amazing to their baby. Moms will tip you great, okay? Neglect their baby, okay? Neglect the babies. The mom is gonna be like, she's gonna treat you like shit, okay? So moms are a great target for tipping because moms will tip you amazing. If all you have to do is just like coochie baby, okay? All right. One person says, I dropped Vienna Conservatory of Music for a job in an IT giant. Been in the IT industry for almost 20 years. Now I'm back to conservatory. And I still jam at weekends. Nice. Let's see. The worst people to serve. Female college students. Female college kids. The worst people to tip. Young girls. Okay? Just saying. The worst people to serve. Okay? Okay? Female college kids. They'll come in there with all their friends. They will all just drink. And they will not, like, they're just, because young female students, okay, they're just not used to tipping. I mean, they're just not even used to paying. So, like, they'll come in there and it's like, okay, if they're there with a date, if like a guy is there with them, the guy is gonna pay, right? But like if they're there, just them and their friends, it depends what kind. If they're there in like a group, like it depends what kind. Sometimes I'll have girls who tip amazing because like they're like your friend, like they want to be your friend. And some of them have worked in the food industry themselves. So they understand and they will tip great because they have compassion, and women tend to have compassion. So those people tip great. But like younger girls, okay, I love younger girls, to be honest. I love younger girls. In many ways, they have a lot of qualities that surpass older women. But when it comes to tipping at restaurants, those girls would not tip. Those girls are like, oh no, this is so expensive, whatever. It's like, girl, if it's too expensive, you should not be going and eating out at a restaurant. Maybe go to like Shake Shack, okay? Don't come out and eat here in this restaurant. If you can't afford to pay for this food, you can't afford to add a tip on, okay? Don't come out here. Don't eat out at restaurants. Go to your friend's house. Go to your friend's college dorm and make food together and eat it. Okay? And yeah, people would say international, not good. International, don't tip. And, you know, what was it? Okay. Anyway, so you learn a lot about different types of people. There was this one girl who, there was once this girl who would, she was like, she wanted more, I don't know, she was mad about how much she had to pay, even though literally the price of her food was on the menu. So, but she got like really mad that she wanted to pay it, and she's like, I'm gonna take this food to go. And she's like, since it's so expensive, you have to give me extra guacamole. I think it was like she wanted to take her nachos to go, and she wanted like extra guac. And yeah, it was, I don't know, it was just like so weird. But yeah, I don't know, there were some shitty people, for sure. There were shitty people. And that wasn't the only place that I worked at, but this place is the place, like, I worked at the longest. I also worked at an Irish bar briefly, and I loved it. Working in an Irish bar is the best. It's like a family-owned thing, and it was just so chill. Like, Irish bars in DC are so chill. You can just do whatever, and they're just like so not strict on you. And there's so many like Irish exchange kids, workers that come in there, and they're just so much fun. I love it. Okay. Diacritical says, I remember Australians being the worst tippers, just not used to it. Yeah, it's like they're just in their countries, they don't tip. So they come here and they're just like, well, I already paid for the food. What's that extra fee? I don't even know what it is. Yeah. I've made some serious... Here's the thing that people... I don't understand people who choose to work in the service industry and just like have such bad attitude. Like, if you're gonna work in the service industry, you better have a good attitude, okay? If you're gonna come in there with bad attitude, go work somewhere else. Go become like a garbage collector, okay? Don't work in the service industry. If you can't like put on a smile, you know, people would complain that, like, you know, how does Pardes get all these tips, whatever. You know, the truth is, and just be like, you know, constantly micromanaging me that I'm not doing a good job serving and this and that, I keep making mistakes. Yeah, sure, I made a lot of mistakes. Serving, okay? I put in the order wrong, I forgot this, I forgot that, you know, I couldn't open a wine bottle, like, that was a real thing. I had problems opening a wine bottle. Like, you know, like, maybe I wasn't the most professional server, but guess what? I still got great tips, and I still was mentioned in people's Yelp reviews. And you know why? Because I had a good attitude when I was doing it. And all these, you know, like, these servers who would just like complain, like, well, I work harder, you know, you do such a, and they're just like micromanaging you and you know, complaining about that, how you're doing this wrong and that wrong. It's like, at the end of the day, people who are going out and eating out at a restaurant, they're not gonna sit, the whole thing is the experience. They're not gonna sit there and harp on every little thing that you did with the, you know, every little, you know, if there's something wrong with the food, you can go and change it. They're not gonna, as long as you're nice with the guests, as long as you treat them the way that they need to be treated, which is as a guest and not as your, like, doormat, as someone who, that you're serving, and you make them feel good about the food that they're eating. You don't make them feel like guilty for eating, okay? As long as you do that, as long as you do that, you're fine. You get, I still got great tips. There were literally people whose orders I forgot, and they still gave me great tips. Because it's working in the service industry, it's not about your skill, it's about your service. It's about your attitude. And that's a place where your people skills are really put to the test. And if you can't come out of there understanding how to deal with people, then you failed, okay? All right. Beckoning says, I've never been annoyed leaving a restaurant if my server was pleasant. Yeah, I mean, it's all about the service. Like, I don't normally leave bad reviews. In fact, I've never left a bad review except this one time. Okay, this one time I went to a restaurant in DC, and the server who took my order was so awful. She just made me feel like I felt guilty. You know what I mean? Like, when you're eating and you just feel like, and the person who's serving you makes you feel like they have to serve you, and you just feel guilty, like, oh no, like they're, I don't want to be this. I don't want to be a tyrant. The people are serving me, and you just feel like, and they grumble when they're serving your food, okay? And this girl, she made a bunch of mistakes on my order, but then when I try to be really nice, guys, when I'm talking to a server, I understand because I was a server, so I try to be really nice when I talk to people, okay? I try not to be like, look, you made a mistake. I'll try to be like, hey, do you mind, adding that one thing or whatever? And this server would grumble, she would get mad, and it's her mistake. She would get mad that I pointed it out. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go and get it, and then I don't know, the whole that was the only time that I left a bad review. Server just made my food experience just stupid. Oh, and then so she's like, fine, I'll go get it, and then she made a mistake the second time, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep it. And the thing is that it wasn't such a big deal. It really wasn't. I could have eaten it without it being perfect, okay? It was like a burger. I could have eaten the burger and fries without it having all the things that I wanted in the burger, okay? Would have been fine. But she just made me feel so guilty for wanting this or that in my burger. So disgusting. I felt disgusted with myself for being such a pig for wanting this or that in my burger, okay? Servers shouldn't make you feel that way. That actually, in fact, it's I feel guilty if I don't tip someone, but she should not be getting a tip at all. Not even a penny, okay? Bart says now she stalks her YouTube giving thumbs down ratings. There was this one guest who, and this isn't at a strip club or anything. This is literally just a normal bar and restaurant, okay? There was this one guest who, he was a regular. He always wanted to be served by me, okay? And he would just come by himself, and he would order maybe one drink or something, and he would ask me to sing a song. And so I would totally do it. So I would sing a song, whatever, and every time I did that, he would just drop $100 and then leave. It was the perfect thing ever. He was just can you sing me a song? Yeah, I'll sing him a song, whatever. And and it was so great. It was literally, I was getting $100 tip on this thing, $10 drink. That's just one example, but there are all sorts of people who literally would just tip you for doing nothing. And there was this one guest, actually, that I made a really bad mistake. This mistake I could have gotten in legal trouble for. I could have gotten the whole restaurant sued, okay? There was this older guy, like by old I mean like in his 80s, okay? He's like, I don't want any alcohol, whatever, but can I have like an Arnold Palmer? Okay, so an Arnold Palmer is half lemonade, half iced tea, okay? You're like, can I have an Arnold Palmer? And I'm like, sure, let me get you, you know what? Today we have a special. It's a special Arnold Palmer. It's like a frozen Arnold Palmer. Let me get you that. So I go to the bar and I get him like this, and me thinking that it's like he's gonna love it, okay? And so I go to the bar and really excited, I'm gonna get this guy like a frozen Arnold Palmer. He was so adamant about no alcohol. I mean, he's like this old dude that he can get like a heart attack if he has alcohol, okay? So I go to the bar to get a frozen Arnold Palmer. Of course, without realizing it, I get a frozen Arnold Palmer that is spiked hardcore with vodka, okay? And I take it to the guy and he's like drinking it. He's like, oh, there's something interesting about this Arnold Palmer. This isn't like the ones I've tasted before. And then I go back to the bar and the manager's like, what did you give that guy? And I'm like, yeah, I gave him this frozen Arnold Palmer, whatever. She's like, there's vodka in there, okay? Like, that guy is not supposed to have vodka. Why are you giving him vodka? He's like an old dude. He specifically asked to not have an alcoholic drink. And oh my gosh, that was like the worst. That was like the stupidest mistake ever. I could have gotten the whole restaurant sued. I could have gotten that guy like, I don't know what I could have done to that guy, but it was like, I mean, there was a lot of vodka in there, and he was drinking it. Anyway, they tipped me really well. He tipped me fine. Like there was like a group of old people. They tipped me great. They were actually so, I mean, he could have been an alcoholic, and like, they were actually, and that's the thing, you could be a totally shitty server, like just really bad at your job, but if you are good and positive and show them that you're trying to do a good job, like, I mean, I genuinely wanted this guy to be happy. I thought I was giving him like a nice, great frozen Arnold Palmer. I was too stupid to check to see if there was vodka in there, okay? So like, it's really just, that's all it takes, okay? Let's see. Oliver says it's an alcoholic that's a trick to get a really good tip because they secretly want alcohol. So another trick is if you're serving drinks, always serve it with a straw, okay? Whatever, paper straw, whatever. Always serve your cocktails with a straw, because when people drink with a straw, they always drink faster and they always ask for more because it's way more fun to drink drinks with a straw. And so you always end up serving more drinks when you do it with a straw. Don't even ask them if they need a straw. Just be like, here's a straw. Even though the manager will be like, don't give out straws. We don't do, we're green, whatever. Always give them out with a straw. All right. Okay. Someone is asking if I got something. What did I get? What did I not get? Gay men are also great tippers. I'm just gonna say that. All right. Something wrong with the coloring on this? I have a special light that I'm using. I have a special light. It like changes color. You see? I like this one the most because it's like brown. It's warm. This is like white. This is blue. You see this? It's blue. So I like this one the best. Okay. Guys, the whole point, you know what? If people wanted to get like just plain food, they would have gone to Whole Foods, okay? They would have gone to the buffet and they would have just gotten food for themselves and gone and sat there and ate it by themselves, okay? The whole point of a restaurant is not the food. The whole point is the service, okay? You don't have to like, you know, guys, you could use your tricks on these people and they'll be fine. They will like it because their whole point is they want to feel good, okay? That's why you go into a restaurant. You don't go, oh my God, there's like, okay. All right. There's some weird shit going on in the comments, okay? Am I gonna work as a server again? I don't know. I actually would. You know, if I actually really want to be a bartender. I don't want to be a server anymore. I want to be a bartender. Because bartenders make more money and bartenders are way cooler. Like, everybody wants to be a bartender. Okay? And bartenders get to mix drinks. I really want to learn how to mix drinks. I mean, okay, people in the comments contemplating about the state of me being a spy. This is such a conversation. Like, I mean, this happens to me so often. People always think that I either work for the CIA or for the Mossad. I'm not kidding. They always do. And normally I get CIA. Yeah. I'm actually totally fine with that. I'm actually totally fine when people think that, because it makes me feel powerful and it makes me feel smart and that people won't want to mess with me. All right. Adam is like, Pardes is not a spy. She's not smart enough to be a spy. All right. Thank you for that. At least I can get good tips, okay? So if you're asking what this, I don't know. This is just, so the person who used to live here, like before me, like is like is actually a star. He's like legitimately a social media star. He's got like 70,000 Instagram followers, and he basically, his thing is he like grows houseplants, and he makes all these like videos and pictures and how to stuff on how to make houseplants, how to grow houseplants, and all different kinds. And so this is just some of his stuff that he makes them with. It is it's like pretty awesome. It's like, I mean, this guy became famous from taking pictures of his houseplants and how to do it. Okay, so all right, you guys want me to play piano? I actually don't. I'm kind of embarrassed to play piano because I haven't practiced in so long. Okay, what do you guys want me to play? What should I play? If you go to my Instagram story, you'll see me playing Mr. Sandman. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Okay. Alright. Guys, it's like almost 4 a.m. and I'm like talking loudly. Okay, let's see. Can you guys hear this? Okay. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. I don't know what to play. I don't know what to play. This is... Alright. I don't know. Course, mistakes. You can't hear it? You can't hear it? You guys can't hear it? I'm trying to make it low so I don't wake anybody up. I'm trying to not wake anybody up. Okay. Alright, so you know the song. You know the Mr. Sandman song? Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make her the cutest that I've ever seen. Give her 2 lips like roses and clover. You know that song? Sandman, I'm so alone. Ain't got nobody to call my own. So please turn on your magic beam. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Yeah, that's like the... Guys, you said that I should play even if you don't like it, okay? Alright, let's see. What else do you like? Okay. All right. Okay, so someone is asking how I get coins on Periscope. Go over to YouTube. Actually, don't go to YouTube. Go in my link, in my Twitter. There's a link to PayPal, and you can just PayPal me. Don't go. The thing with YouTube is that YouTube takes a huge cut. So if you pay me on YouTube, they'll take a huge cut of the. So you don't. I mean, it's fun. YouTube is fun. That's why people do it, and that's why people do it. But PayPal gives me like most of it. Okay, so actually PayPal might actually give me all of it. Yeah, PayPal gives all of it. So that's all right. So I'm like so happy from the feedback that I'm getting, because I'm so like not comfortable with the way I'm playing right now. My parents would be so disappointed in me. Okay, so someone is asking for Claire de Lune. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do some Claire de Lune. Okay. Alright. Okay. Don't be mad if I do a terrible job. Okay. Alright. Okay. What is this? What is this, everybody? Okay. That was 2 guitars. I forgot who the composer to that was. The previous one was for Elise, obviously. The one before that was also Beethoven, and that was Claire de Lune. I have so many pieces, it's insane. I have a huge folder with I don't know, maybe 200 pieces, and I've forgotten half of them, and the other half I started but I never finished, and so I want to do it more. And if you guys want, maybe I'll try to do 1 piece for every live stream. Every day I'll try to learn 1 piece, and my parents will be proud, because right now, if they heard me play right now, they would be so horrified. They would be really horrified that I'm just sitting and playing for you guys. Okay, Oliver, I like your suggestion. I think I actually have it. I'm gonna go check my folder. Yeah. So, let's see what I have over here. This one is called Avalanche. I've also got Curious Story. What is this? What's Curious Story? See, I don't even remember buying any of these notes. I have no recollection. And they're both by Stephen Heller. Who the heck is Stephen Heller? When did I get into this? Stephen Heller. I don't even recognize this piece. Anyway. Wily's theme from Mega Man. Does that have to be sheet music? It might be too fast to play. I can play fast. It's just I haven't practiced in so long. But yeah, I can do a fast piece. Okay, you see this? You see all this stuff? This is gonna be a studio, okay? Guys, there's no way that I'm sleeping tonight. At this point, there's no way that I'm sleeping, okay? Let's find another topic to talk about. What else do you guys want to talk about? It's 4:13 a.m. Yeah, at this point, there's no way that I'm falling asleep. Alright, next time. There is no way that I'm gonna go to sleep tonight. I'm just gonna stay awake the whole night, and I'm just gonna do nothing. Oh, look, this. See, I always forget to I always forget to turn off my this anchor, okay? So someone is asking if I know any child prodigies. Okay. Oliver, I am doing things on Saturday. Yes, I have things to do on Saturday, and they are, what do I have to do on Saturday? I have an appointment at 1 p.m., okay? So it's I have an appointment at 1 p.m. And then I have a party to go to later that night, and I'm so excited. I'm just so tired, but I'm not really tired. I don't feel like going to sleep at this point. But that party, I don't know. I'm gonna go to that party, and then I'm just not gonna go to parties for another month, and then I'll go to a party. Because I can't go to too many parties. But this is a good one. This sounds like it's gonna be a good one. and it's gonna be fine. I'm not crashing the party. I was invited, okay? And I'm taking Steph with me. You guys know Steph. I'm taking Steph with me. And Steph is gonna be in my videos. She's gonna be in one of my videos. But it's like a cocktail, you know, we're all wearing cocktail dresses and stuff. We're gonna be so cool. We're gonna get our hair done. I'm actually gonna curl Steph's hair for her, so maybe I'll take a picture and I'll post it, okay? So that's it everybody, that's it. That's all, folks. All right, that's all, folks. See you later. Go to sleep. I'm not gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna sit and watch a movie. I'm gonna sit and watch, like, what's this movie that I'm watching? I'm watching a movie. I'm watching a movie called Happy Thank You More Please. Happy Thank You More Please is the movie that I'm watching. Diacritical, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your PayPal donation. I really appreciate you a lot. And also for being the best viewer ever and moderator. And I met Diacritical in person, and he has a real name, okay? His real name is not Diacritical. What did I rent? What is that? See, I like PayPal because they don't take your cut. They don't take such a large cut. See, I'm not making sense because I'm so tired, but I don't really want to go to sleep. I don't feel like sleeping. What's behind me? Okay, so guys, this is like the person who used to live here, okay? I mean, I still have roommates, but there's like another person who used to be here before me, okay? And he is a houseplant star. He, like, his thing is that he makes, like, he grows potted plants, and he, like, posts pictures of it on Instagram, and he became a star from doing that. And it's like so cool. And he has, like, all this different equipment and stuff like that. Okay. Check it out. What is this? What is this? Oh, it is an air filter. It's definitely an air filter. It is an air filter. Look. On my laptop. Want me to sniff it? I sniffed it. I sniffed it. Now I'm gonna put it back. He also has like these pots. Okay, they're like these little pots. And oh yeah, it's called snorting, not sniffing. Sorry. Okay. all-purpose plant food. All-purpose plant food. And this is a soil testing kit. And basically, you put the soil in here to test it to make sure that it works. Okay? From now on, whenever I want to talk, I'm gonna be like, shh, stop talking. Stop talking. Look, I'm brushing my hair with it. Guys, imagine. I'm not even gonna say it. Okay, so this is speaker. It's called Tribit, and Daniel Boston got it for me, and I really love it. Guys, do you think I woke up my roommates? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So there's this girl that I recently started following, okay? And her name is Taylor Nicole Dean, and she's like so cool. I love following her, and she talks a lot about her pets, and she's a YouTuber, and she also talks a lot about, like, she talks about her heroin addiction, and she's been clean for like 2 months now, I think 2.5 months or something, and so she talks about it, and her name is Taylor Nicole Dean, and she's really cool. You should follow her. You should subscribe to her channel, but first you should subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Subscribe, the subscribe button here or there, so the subscribe button there, but also subscribe to her channel. She's really cool. Her boyfriend was in a band apparently. Diacritical says if I moderate you, you can't post more in this stream. Oh. Okay. Yeah, Diacritical is right. So basically, YouTube will censor your comments if the stuff you're saying is like I'm actually looking at YouTube right now. I'm seeing a whole bunch of people whose comments are being censored. That's not Diacritical. That's YouTube algorithm seeing things that it's like weeding out just language. Okay. I don't know why TH181 you wrote arabesque, which is actually a great piece, and they censored it. That's so weird. Why would they censor that word? Because it has Arab in it? It's not even, it's like so weird. Why would YouTube censor arabesque? Arabesque is a great piece. Okay. Diacritical says Periscope will also put up comments for a vote. Yep, that's true. It's not Prism. Prism isn't doing the moderating. It's the platforms itself. YouTube and Periscope, they do the filtering. Yeah. Guys, I don't feel like sleeping. You want to know what else they have? You guys want to know what else they have? Oh, okay. Guys, one of my roommates works at NASA. One of my roommates works at NASA. Okay? Is that cool? And one of my roommates has been to Ireland. So people are like, oh, how is it that like you dated, like this many people who work in IC and like you're friends with, people who work in for this spy agency or whatever. And it's like, the thing is, guys, Washington DC is full of spies. Like you can't work in the intelligence community and not have been at some point in your life had to live in Washington DC. That's like, it's like a given. If you live here, you're gonna have like friends or people who work in that community. There's like a whole bunch of alcohol here, okay? This is tequila, okay? This is tequila, and I'm not gonna drink it. Okay? I'm just gonna look at it. I'm not gonna drink it. Okay? And let me tell you what else. Okay? So one of my roommates, another one, actually knows how to mix drinks. Yes. It's pee. Guys, I'm drinking pee. I'm drinking piss. I'm drinking piss. Alright, so hi. So sometimes I'm just like, I just wonder, there should be Did I wake you up?
No, I didn't. You make too much noise.
Huh?
I didn't record it. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine.
Sorry.
No, it's like really chill. I do this every night.
Sorry.
It's like a live stream. Okay. Um, yeah, I always assume that I'm making so much noise, but like I guess like people in the other room can't hear it. Okay. Alright, guys. I'm gonna go now because it's been an hour and a half and it's like, you guys need to sleep. I'm not gonna sleep because I can't sleep, but I'm gonna go and like watch a movie, okay? Okay. Bye. Bye, everybody. See you. See you Monday. I'm gonna have a video out Monday. I don't even know what it's gonna be about, but it's gonna be out. It's gonna be out Monday, okay? Monday afternoon. Just have an edited video for you guys, and I'm gonna have the live stream normally. Okay, bye.